All right, we are live. Week 17 of live chatting. 17 weeks in a row. As the season is, I hate to say it, starting to come to a close, or at least we could say we see the end in sight. I don't know how many more live streams I'll be doing, but if you guys want me to keep them going, definitely drop a comment. But I've enjoyed doing these. This has been super fun. It's been a very rewarding experience getting to know you guys a little bit through the chat and even in person this past weekend. For those of you who could come out for our little meetup last weekend, it was super awesome. Obviously, I know we can't meet everybody, especially for people who are all over the country or all over the world. But it was super sick to meet up with a few of you that we could. And yeah, it's been really cool doing these live streams every week. I realized that not everybody can ride in March or April. April is fast approaching. So there's going to be just less people tuning in as their seasons wind up or wind down, I should say. Especially the East Coast. A lot of places are probably already closed. But here in Utah, we're still kicking. We're still going strong. There's a few resorts that just announced Monday or Tuesday their official closing dates. A couple actually extended theirs, so that's pretty cool. Park City said that they are now closing on April 22nd, I believe. So I think they've extended theirs. Powder Mountain and Cherry Peak, as well as I want to say Bryan Head, are closing on the 7th, I think. So it's looking like the chances of me getting to those resorts one more time or for the first time this season is the chances are getting smaller. The windows are closing for those. I'll probably get back to Powder Mountain one more time. I'd like to get back to Powder Mountain once more and see what things are like with the new conditions, I guess we'll call it. We talked about this last week. But yeah, Powder Mountain now will let you ride for this season if you buy next year's season pass, and there's no longer a limit on the number of season passes that they're selling to Powder Mountain. So I'm very curious to see what it's like with the floodgates kind of open, so to speak. My buddy Donovan's been up there the last 2 weekends and said that he's seen a difference in crowds and parking and stuff like that. So I'd like to get back to Pall Mall once more. I've only ridden there once this season, which, man, it pains me to just say that. Just hearing those words come out of my mouth, it's not usual for me. The last 4 seasons, I want to say I've gotten at least 5 to 10 days there. But yeah, this year, only one so far. And yeah, Cherry Peak and Bryan Head closing on the same day. I am going to be curious to know what Pall Mall is going to keep open until the 7th. Last year, they systematically closed down a bunch of stuff, like 3 or 4 days apart. Like they would shut down Lightning Ridge and James Peak, and then they would shut down Sundown, and then they shut down Paradise, So I'm curious to know what's going to be open. It sounds like we have a storm coming in this weekend. I think Sunday is going to be the brunt of the storm. I won't be here. As the title of this live stream suggests, I will be in Idaho. What's up, TJ? I see you in the chat. TJ Albertson says, what days are you going to Bogus? So I will be there Saturday, the 23rd. Yeah. I won't be able to ride any other days. It's just going to be a short weekend visit for me, Celica, and the baby boy Arthur to visit some in-laws, to visit Celica's in-laws, I should say. And yeah, while we're there, going to hit up Bogus for the first time. One of you guys, Kevin Reddish, aka Red, if you've seen him, he's been in a few live streams and he's always dropping comments on the videos. He offered to try to get me a pass through like some sort of hookup, but he said that he might just buy me a pass if that doesn't work out. So very kind of him to offer if that comes through. If not, I'm working on a couple of other angles. I reached out to L Stackers Adventures, if you guys are familiar. He's got a YouTube channel. Really awesome, lovable guy. He's just very unique. If you know him, you know him. But he is local to that area. He rides Bogus, and he said that he potentially might have somebody who could help me out with the pass there. So far, I put out a few feelers and haven't got anything back. So if anybody else knows anybody with a connection for even a discounted pass at Bogus, that would be awesome. It's not terribly priced, but it's like $85 for a day pass. And I'm trying to get one like tomorrow, the latest, because I think they limit their sales of day passes, and I don't want to get stuck with that one. But I'm trying to hold off on getting some sort of a comp if I can. If anybody knows anything, or if you guys want to throw a couple bones my way, that's always appreciated. But yeah, going to be there Saturday. So if anybody can be there Saturday, I would love to meet up with you guys, get a few laps, say hi. That would be pretty sick if anybody's going to be a Bogus on Saturday. It'll be my first time there, first time in Utah. First time in Idaho. Obviously, I've been riding in Utah for a while. Yeah, but I'm pretty stoked on it. It should be a fun time. Jason's in the house. What's up, Jason? Evangelista says, hey, all. Good to see you, dude. And Shadow2332 is here. He says, yo, what's up, dude? Yeah. Good to see you, Shadow2332. TJ says, I was at Bogus last weekend. Park was hopping. Sweet. Yes, get up there as soon as you can. It will sell out. Okay. Cool. Then, yeah, I might purchase a pass even tonight. Definitely by tomorrow morning. Yeah. And speaking of Red, we got Red in the chat. What's up, Red? Dude. Yeah, we were just mentioning Bogus. He says, yo, buddy passes are 50% off, but pass holder has to be present. Oh, dang. For the hookup, which is my issue since I'm out of town. Heading up to Tamarack this weekend for the first time. Cool. Yeah, it's going to be a bummer that I'll miss you, man. I'm sorry. It just worked out this way on the calendar to meet up with the in-laws. So we'll just have to catch you on the next one. But yeah, I reached out to Bogus's Instagram account directly, and they have not replied. So I don't think anything's going to happen there, unfortunately. But as I mentioned, I reached out to L Stacker Adventures. If you guys know him from YouTube, he's local to Bogus, and he gave me a point of contact to reach out to there. But I haven't heard back from them either, and it's been almost a day. I reached out this morning to, I think it's like a photographer there or something, but he hasn't replied either. So if I haven't heard anything tonight or maybe tomorrow morning, I'll probably just have to pull the trigger and purchase a pass. And Red, if you could help out, that'd be awesome. Or if anybody could help out, that'd be sick. Yeah. If you guys want to throw me something in the super chat, that'd be cool. But if not, that's fine. And there's always a link to my Patreon. But yeah, where you can just email me and ask if you've got any ideas on half off passes or anything I'm not thinking of. Just hit me up. My email address is boardprogression@gmail.com. But it'll be fun no matter what. I'm stoked for it. It's always exciting to ride a new mountain, and maybe it'll snow. I think there's snow coming into Utah this weekend. It seems like most of it's going to be Sunday, but I don't know. It'll be a good time no matter what, I'm sure. And yeah, hopefully I'll run into some of you guys. And just with that, we got a super coming from Gary, dude. Thank you so much. Gary says, $20. Here's towards your Bogus fund, dude. Thank you. That helps a ton. Appreciate it, brother. That's so awesome. And that's his third super on a live stream. So, dude, thank you for doing that. That's awesome. Very cool. Yeah, good to see you in here, Gary. I appreciated your comments on the video we dropped yesterday, talking about Snow Basin, and yeah, it's good to see you in here, man. Oh, cool. Shadow233T says we'll be there at Bogus. Awesome, dude. I'll be sure to try to link up. I'll probably be there most of the day. Hopefully we can run into each other. Obviously, look out for the black helmet with the big white B on the side. And if you're on Instagram, like, feel free to DM me, so we can like make a better connection. It would be, excuse me, it'd be good to yeah, link up on there, or if you want to just try to find me, that'd be cool too. No pressure, but it would be sick. Medium of Media, what's up? Said, yo, let's go. Stoked for the stream. Hope all is well. And you shredding the mountains. Sweet. Thanks, man. Awesome. Yeah, all is going really well. It's going, yeah. We also got another super chat coming in. So thank you. You guys are making it even better. Got $10, says ditto for the Bogus fun. Sick. Thank you guys. That helps a ton. Yeah, as I mentioned, I think it's like $85 for a day pass there. And we'll probably pull the trigger on that with any help we can get. So super sick. Really appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Yeah, and Shadow says Saturday. Awesome. That's when I'll be there. Any suggestions on like where to go first at Bogus? Like, I have no idea. Like, what's the first chair I should head up? If you guys got any suggestions, either Red or Shadow or anybody who's been to Bogus, what's the first chairlift we should hit up? And any suggestions on like how to spend the day, or any like must-see things to do? Yeah, let me know if you guys got any suggestions. That'd be sick. TJ says I might be able to go back up there on Saturday, maybe Sunday. If I can, let's link up. That's, dude, yeah, 100%, 200%. That would be so sick. I'd love that, man. I won't be there Sunday, unfortunately, so it would have to be Saturday for me this weekend. It's a short trip. We're just getting up there Friday, like evening, gonna ride Saturday, and then spend some time with the family, and we're coming back Sunday. But that would be really dope. Yeah, Red says L Stacker is a Bogus legend. I can tell just from seeing some of his videos and his content on Instagram. It seems like everybody knows and loves him, rightfully so, which is dope. I'm probably going to try to link up with him, actually. He said that he took the day off of work, so probably going to rip with him a little bit. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, man, we got a huge one coming in from Red. Dude, thank you. 50 bones. Wow, look at that. That's sick, dude. Thank you so much. Very, very cool. Yeah, that helps a ton, dude. Yeah, I just wish that we could ride together. I'm sorry I won't be on this trip, man. I'm going to keep saying that, but thank you. That's huge, dude. Very, very cool. Yeah, Red says 3 to 5 inches being called at Bogus. Nice. For Saturday, I haven't looked, honestly. I hope so. That'd be sick. 3 to 5 inches would be enough to soften everything up. It'll be a good time no matter what, I'm sure, though. But yeah, that's very cool. Shadow233 says backside. Hit the backside. Okay. And Red, chairs 3 and 6 on backside. Gonna write that down while I'm thinking of it. Chairs 3 and 6. Are all the chairlift names just numbers? I feel like I've heard that, and I'm not sure, but that would kind of make sense. Chairs 3 and 6 on backside. Sick. Yeah, I'm curious if how many chairlifts does Bogus have? That's another good question. Is it? I feel like it's a medium-sized resort, but I have a feeling it's going to be bigger than I expect. Yeah, and Red says, sorry to miss you. Welcome to Idaho and Bogus. Appreciate that, brother. That's so cool. Really, from the bottom of my heart, that helps out so much. You guys are awesome. And yeah, we will definitely link up in the future, either back at Bogus next season, or if you can come down here, I'd love to show you around down here, somewhere in Utah. Excuse me. Speaking of like hanging out with you guys, we had the first ever meetup over the weekend, which was really sick. Got to meet a few people. Cool Stuff 588, if you guys have seen him in the chats at all. Eugene was super cool. Chris Struck was in here. Pantalone 7, Steezy McFly. Who else? Rick Osborne, Anderson Day, Terminator 2149, and Brock Johnson, and a couple others. Yeah. Anyways, it was pretty awesome. So that honestly exceeded my expectations doing a meetup. I really want to do more next season. I won't be able to do them probably this season, just logistically trying to plan it all and everything. With most people's season kind of wrapping up and people getting ready for summer. I think we'll just do another one next year, but I will try to plan it more in advance this time. This time we planned it kind of about a month, maybe a month and a half out. Like we set a specific date to kind of stick to. But we will try to plan this one maybe like 2 to 3 months out, like a hard set date. It is a little bit difficult because you're obviously just totally at the mercy of weather and whatnot. And I tried to plan it around when I knew at least a couple people would be in town who weren't usually here. But it's tough. It's tough logistically, obviously, to find a good time when people will be visiting or when people won't be busy and stuff. But we did 2 days. We did a Saturday and a Sunday. And we tried to do an Icon Day and an Epic Day, in case you guys had either of those. And yeah, we did a Solitude Day Saturday and Park City on the Canyon side Sunday. And it was a blast. It was so much fun riding with you guys who could come out. So I'll be posting a video showing a lot of that day, both of those days. Probably won't get to post it until next week, early next week. But I'm also working on this DJI and GoPro comparison video right now. These two guys stacked up head to head. These have been taking up most of my time working on a side-by-side, very all-inclusive, elaborate video comparing both cameras. So that's going to be coming out very soon as well. And yeah, might be doing a poaching Alta video tomorrow, actually. I'm going to probably go up to the Bird tomorrow. And if conditions are good and the gates are open, I might do a tutorial on how to snowboard Alta legally. Been waiting to do that one for a while, but tomorrow might be the day before the storm comes in. I think tomorrow might be the last sunny day. Well, it's the last opportunity I'll get to ride before we leave for the weekend. But yeah, Shadow233 says we should do the train park Saturday. The train or the terrain? Just kidding. Cool. Yeah, I'm down to hit some park. When we are at Park City on the Canyon side Sunday, we all hit some of Transitions Park. I think it's called Transitions. And yeah, it's kind of like a beginner intermediate park. It's like a little more on the intermediate side of beginner, I'd say, but it was super fun. First park I've ridden in a while. I won't say first time this season, but first time in maybe a month, maybe 2. But it was super fun. Actually rode park on the dark side, and so did Anderson. Anderson demoed the 158 dark side and was destroying the park, tearing it up. It was super sick. And yeah, I got sideways on couple of rails and boxes, at least on the box on the dark side, which previously I was like, nah, I'm not going to touch steel with the razor sharp edges of the dark side, but it was feeling playful and the conditions were awesome. So park was where it was at. Honestly, everything was awesome. Sunday, the conditions were great. It was like that spring slushy snow that softened up by midday. Speaking of which, there's Anderson in the chat. Yeah, he said had a blast riding with all of you. It was super sick. Yeah, it was really great to meet you, man. And can't wait to do it again, dude. Wait till you guys see the footage of Anderson on the 158 dark side. It's pretty dope. You guys are gonna like that when that video drops. Yeah, absolutely, just destroying with that board. And yeah, chime in, Anderson, if you want to mention what you thought of the board, by the way, just out of curiosity. Chris Struck says, the meetup was fun. I'll stop riding when the lifts stop. Yeah, what's up, Chris? Definitely, dude. It was great to meet you, man. Super fun day at Solitude. Yeah, we had a ton of fun just riding like eagle laps late in the day. And yeah, we kind of stayed on the front side. We hit Moonbeam, obviously, for a few runs, and then Apex. And yeah, we sort of kind of winded down the day with like one park lap in their beginner lap, but a few laps on Eagle. And yeah, Chris was absolutely just shredding as well, absolutely ripping. So can't wait to see all the footage of you guys in the next video. I've taken a peek at it. I'm working on it, kind of on the back burner. But this DJI and GoPro video is on the front burner right now. Yeah, that's going to be really fun when that drops. I hope you guys like it. And yeah, it was great to meet you, Chris. Shadow says, Alex T42T. Oh, is that your Instagram? I'm guessing. Yeah, that's probably. Yeah, cool. I'll write that down. 4TT. Yeah, dude, let's link up for sure. Just send me a DM and I'll reply. But that's awesome. Jayorn Bjorn, what's up? He says, so when's the channel gonna blow up, man? Too underrated. That's my question too, buddy. Thanks. Appreciate the comment of being underrated, but yeah, waiting for it to blow up. I mean, it's been a slow, steady growth, so that's cool. But I'm patient enough at this point. You know, I'm in it for the long haul, and hopefully within a week or two we'll hit 20K, which would be awesome. At least by the end of the end of the month is like a week and a half, but at least by the end of April, I'm hoping to get 20K. So if you guys can help out, spread the word, hit the subscribe button if you're not. A lot of people probably aren't subscribed that might think they are, or they just watch my content without logging in, that kind of thing. It happens. But yeah, like 80 to 90% of my viewers are not subscribed. It is what it is. But yeah, I agree. Hopefully things will blow up soon. But just going to keep plugging away. Seems like the YouTube game is just constantly evolving and changing with what the algorithm beast wants. We talked about this a little bit in a chat I did like 2 months ago, I want to say, maybe a month and a half ago, about, you know, how short forms being pushed and stuff, and just more variety is good. So we are doing more variety. We got another top to bottom video coming for you guys. In fact, it's going to be a little bit different. We filmed it on Sunday during the meetup, during one of the meetups. And instead of doing like a top to bottom from the top of a lift to the bottom of a lift with like, you know, 2,000 to 3,000 feet of vertical, like I've done with some of them, we just did Canis lupus, the natural half pipe, top to bottom at Canyons. If you've been there, it's pretty dope. I did a video last year actually called the longest natural half pipe at Park City. and that covered a whole bunch of different things on the canyon side, but we featured some of that in that video. But this time we mic'd up Austin, and we had him mic'd up with me follow camming him, unedited, just a full run through Canis Lupus. It's like a mile long gully natural half pipe, and it was pretty entertaining. It was pretty awesome. So hope you guys like that. Gonna try to drop that Friday, I think, before the meetup one goes live. But yeah, so that, I think that's fun. It'll be the first like specific trail top to bottom that I've done. I hope you guys like it. And then yeah, let me know what other content you want to see that can help the channel blow up. If you know a secret, please, I'm all ears. Appreciate it, guys. Shadow says, yes, my Instagram. Very cool. Thanks, dude. TJ says, I'll DM you about Bogus. Yeah, absolutely. Hit me up. That'd be awesome. Gary says, no shame. I lapped the kiddie park under Moonbeam. Yeah, man. It's fun. I mean, I will say the first jump I hit, I sent it way overshot to flat. I thought I was going at moderate speed and absolutely just like sailed over into the flats. So it's a pretty small first kicker, but it is like the beginner park. But yeah, I'd like to spend some more time on that, just messing around like on the jibs and stuff. It was super fun. The Rascals, what's up? He said, how did the meetup at Canyons go? Good conditions. Yeah, it was awesome. Sorry for anybody who couldn't be there. Obviously, it's difficult with schedules and just geographically where everybody's located, but it was super fun. Like one of my favorite days of the season. Both days were, both at Solitude Saturday and Canyons on Sunday. Super fun. The conditions were perfect, honestly. It was like the spring slush that you want. A little bit firm in the morning, but not bad. The groomers were firing. Park City's grooming is on point. And then, yeah, by like, I'd say 11:30, the snow was getting really good. We broke for lunch at 12:30, and then everything after lunch from like 1 o'clock until 3:30 was like that perfect slushy, forgiving snow that you can kind of just send anything. But it wasn't mashed potatoes, you could still hold an edge for it. It was like, I'd say mid 40s was the temps. Definitely got some sun. We all forgot our sunscreen. I think like 4 or 5 of us were like, oh yeah, my sunscreen's in the car like halfway through the day, because it started off kind of cold and we forgot, but it was an awesome time. So looking forward to doing it again. And I think they're just going to get better and better each year. We're definitely doing that again, guys. And I will try to promote it more and plan it earlier to make it as easy as possible for you guys to join. Also, I'm going to try to do my best to get some comp passes, or at least discount passes, for anybody who doesn't have an Icon or an Epic Pass as well. It was a bit late notice, but I got a couple of half-offs from my buddy Mike, but I didn't really have a good way to advertise that. And even so, the half-offs, I think, are like $150 or something stupid at Canyon, so it's not like a huge hookup. But anyway, we'll do what we can next time to get even more of you guys out. We had about 15 people total for both days, and it was super sick. Yeah, it was a great mix of people, and yeah, it was great meeting you guys. So can't wait to do that again. By the way, it's 8:32. We've been going for about half an hour, and I'm going to try to cut it off a little earlier tonight, so we'll keep it going for maybe like 15 minutes. But I do have a ton of work to do for this GoPro DJI action camera review comparison video, I should say. And just a lot to do and prep for the weekend. So I won't be going for like an hour to an hour and a half for the chat. So if you guys have any questions, definitely throw them in there. Not trying to kick you off. I really enjoy these. I really enjoy talking to you all. It's super fun. You guys are all awesome. But yeah, I need to to catch up on some video work for sure. And like I said, trying to ride tomorrow too. Where were we? Jason Evangelista says, which boards are you bringing to Bogus? Probably bringing the 58 Dark Side and the Rover, maybe. I got to talk to Austin and see what he'll loan me, but he's always like, whatever you want, grab it. So, yeah, I feel like the Rover would be a good one. If it's going to snow significantly, then I'll be on the Dark Side, probably the 54. I've been having a lot of fun with that the last few days. The 58 was awesome, but the 58 is definitely like, if you want to go all out, full stop, charging as fast as you can, hitting as big of drops as you can, like that's your good stable ride. But if you want something more playful a little bit, I'd say, and more maneuverable in tight spaces, trees, bumps, stuff like that, the 54 is where it's at. But the Rover has been super sick too, for a twin, especially if we're going to ride park at all. That might be the move if we're going to hit some park. If it was like super, super slushy and sunny and we were just doing park laps, then maybe I'd hop on the Capita DOA, because that's just like a fun little park noodle still. But yeah, probably those two Lunars are going to be my weapons of choice. But I got to confirm that with Austin. Curiosity might be fun too, actually, because Curiosity will still give you a decent amount of float and POW, but it's even more playful than the Dark Side. Decisions. Good question. Yeah. Anderson says, hell yeah, I can't wait to see the clips. Nice. Anderson, yeah, you were ripping, dude. I love the Dark Side. Not too many boards. Is it fun to lay trenches and park all in one? Yeah, man. I agree. I absolutely agree. Yeah, you were tearing up the cords and the park. Now you just got to experience that board for a powder day, man. It'll change your preconceptions of everything if you can ride that on a POW day, because it's even better, in my opinion, in POW than those two conditions. And you were destroying it in those. He says, might have to scoop a Dark Side or build a custom shape with Austin for next season. Yeah, dude, you should. You absolutely should. Either a custom or the Dark Side. I won't be offended if you go the custom route. Yeah, Austin is nothing short of a genius, super creative. So it'd be cool to see what you guys could cook up if you did something custom. But I love the Dark Side. The Dark Side started as my custom. So yeah, that's sick, man. The Rascal says, I'm going to Brighton for the first time next weekend. Sweet. Stoked. Should I stay at Brighton Lodge or at Hyatt, Cottonwood, and shuttle in? Depends on what you want to do. If you only are committed to just shredding and you want to like ride bell to bell first thing in the morning till close every day, and you don't care too much about seeing or doing anything else, then I'd say stay at Brighton. If you want to go anywhere else, not just resorts, but, kind of check out Salt Lake Valley or get better food options, or I should say more food options, because there's not terrible food at Molly Green's, but I feel like if you're staying for a few days, it could get old. But also, what's your transportation like? If you have a rental car, then driving up could be easier, but you got to be careful with the snow too, because if there's snow in the forecast and the traction law is in effect, your rental car, you can almost guarantee isn't going to have the proper snow tires or all-wheel drive, etc. So if that's the case, then maybe Ubering up to the Lodge of Brighton would be the move. But personally, I think I would either use the bus or catch a ride up to Brighton and stay at the Hyatt. I've heard good things, and yeah, it's kind of a really good central location to see and do some other things. And Shadow says yes. Conquer You, what's up? Yo, live, eh? Nice. Yeah. What's up, Conquer You? I like that name. Brighton is awesome. Agreed. LeBron's in the house. What's up, LeBron? I'm black, so I don't have to worry about that. Talking about, yeah, what are you referencing, LeBron? I'm missing it. Sorry. Maybe I've been talking too long. Are you talking about Park? What are you talking about? Talking about the dark side, maybe? Yeah, maybe that was it. Sorry. He says, I missed the meetup, but I definitely want to be there for the next one. Yeah, dude, that'd be sick. I hope you can. It was super fun. Again, I can't wait to show you guys what it was like when that video drops. It's going to be really fun. It was really fun. So we will definitely do some more. I can't wait to do some more. Bjorn says, good stuff, man. Any snowbird meetup planned? No, I might try to do one next year. Logistically, the bird is kind of tricky because there's like 4 different entries. It's so spread out for the parking lots. If you know the bird well, then it's not that hard to meet up somewhere. But if you're unfamiliar with it, it could be kind of tricky. And then also, like, if I plan it far enough in advance, you're really at the risk of there being a road closure or the bird being closed. You know, like if it's a storm day or storm weekend, then there's a good chance. I shouldn't say a good chance, but there's a significant enough chance that the weather could just shut you down, whether that being avalanche danger in the canyon for the road closure or high winds with a huge chunk of the resort or all of it closed. Like, that's the thing about Little Cottonwood. I've seen it skunk you like too many times. So that's the biggest reason I went with Solitude and Park City. Those 2 places are a little bit more reliable and dependable, even if it's stormy. I don't even know if there's been a big Cottonwood closure this year. There was a couple last year, but like they're way less frequent than Little Cottonwood. But I love the bird. And then, yeah, just like trying to pick like a specific place to meet. It's just not that easy to get to areas at the bird versus like a Solitude, just Honeycomb, or not Honeycomb, sorry, Moonbeam. The Moonbeam parking lot, it's like the main hub. It's like the place you park, the place you pull in. Whereas like getting to the center is a little bit trickier at the bird and kind of crowded, and there's not like a great place that stands out. I don't know. I won't rule it out for next year. Maybe it'd be nice to do a bird meetup, but also if we have a lot of beginners or intermediate riders, I put out the Google document and I said it's for intermediate riders. But if you have some, intermediate riders that are a little bit on the beginner side of that, then the bird would not be a good place for that as well. So maybe that's over explaining it, but that's why we didn't do a bird meetup this time around. Yeah. Bjorn just asked that one. And Shadow says, I got a GoPro 11. Sweet. Nice, dude. Yeah, I think I sold my GoPro 11 to Alex. I had one all the way up until Alex's Alaska trip. And it's a great camera, solid camera. I never had issues with mine. I know a lot of people said like they had issues with their 10 or 11 overheating, but I've never had a problem with mine. Yeah, especially for snow sports. Like I never had issues with it overheating or anything. So I think it's a great camera. Not a huge difference between the 11 and the 12, honestly. The 12 has like slightly better color profile, maybe, and a couple other little things. But yeah, that's a good camera. Red says Lunar Warp 155 all day. Yeah, dude. He says Austin and Sam are a true delight to work with. Pieces of art. Totally, man. I could not agree more. Yeah, Austin and Sam are so genuine, so kind. They're the real deal, you know. They're the real deal. So that's awesome to hear. Speaking of the Lunar Warp, I think I am going to use the Warp for the Bank Slalom Bomb Hole Cup. Bomb Hole Cup is April 7th, I want to say. Yeah, I think it's the same day that Pall Mall and a few other places are closing. Is that right? I'm going to check my calendar. But anyway, I feel like the Warp would be really good in a bank slalom. Like that extra powerful heel side edge is kind of calling to me. Okay, so the bank slalom is on the 6th, actually. Yeah, if any of you guys can be at Brighton for the Bomb Hole Cup or are going to, that's going to be sick. I'll be there with Austin on the 6th. It's a Saturday for the bank slalom. And then the Park Showdown Sunday. I haven't decided if I'll make it there yet or not. I don't have parking currently, but I'd like to go to just watch it. It'd be kind of sick to watch. It was a super good time last year and the year before. But yeah, that's another way that potentially we could meet up, although it's going to be a ton of people there, so it would be a little bit harder. But I think that board would be really fun for a bank slalom and like super fast. Rascal says, gotcha. Ron was referencing me for sunscreen. Oh, yeah, you're probably right. That's hilarious. Yeah. Sorry if my dark side guess was way off or insensitive. The Rascal says, have you ridden Japanese boards like Mossy 4 or Gemstick? Gentum Stick for PAL. I have not. No, I've heard of them and I've heard good things, but I can't say I have not ridden them. Anderson chiming in though. He says I have for Gentum Sticks, the Manta Ray and the Chaser. When the snow is good and not tracked out, the Chaser is amazing. But if it's tracked out, it gets bucked around a bit, but still fun. The Manta Ray is okay. The dark side does not do that, guys. The dark side is my favorite board in PAL and my favorite board on groomers. Just hands down. That's all I'm saying. The Rascals says, oh, cool. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the report. Yeah, and Hama Ventures in the house. What's up? He says, aloha, brother. The shirts just came in. Oh, cool. Awesome. Sorry we missed you at Brighton, but me and my spouse are huge fans. Dude, so cool. Yeah, he got a couple T-shirts. If you guys don't know, we got board progression merchandise. We got T-shirts, hoodies, hats, like the one I'm wearing. It says keep progressing. It's got the B on the back. Bunch of other things. Always linked below. So that's a great way to support the channel and get some cool merch. Yeah, going to be coming out with a brand new line of merch this summer for next year. That's something that kind of got slipped through the cracks this year, I guess, putting out a new line of merch, but still got some really cool T-shirts. And it's all made to order too. So theoretically, there should never be anything out of stock. It'll just take like maybe a week or two to get to you if you order something. But yeah, hope you like the T-shirts, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I think we'll probably wrap up soon. It's 8:47. That'll be easy for you guys on the East Coast. We got 8 likes right now. Let's see if we can get at least 2 more likes. If you guys don't mind, hit that like button if you haven't already. Trying to think if there's anything I wanted to talk about that I haven't. Check my notes here. As I mentioned, the meetup was awesome over the weekend. Can't wait to show you guys footage of that. Yeah, I think that's about it. We mentioned a few closing dates coming up now that resorts have started to post. Oh, I did want to mention Brighton has announced that the Meltdown is coming back. So that's super sick. Just as a few resorts were announcing their closing dates, Brighton was like, oh yeah, we're bringing back the Meltdown that we did last year. They didn't call it the Millie Meltdown because they said details are coming as well as like information on where it'll be. So it might not actually be on Millie. Like maybe it'll be on Crest or Snake. It'd be weird if it was on Snake though, because that'd be Upper Mountain. I feel like it would have to be Crest. But yeah, maybe they're considering not putting it on Millie, or somewhere else that holds snow better. But that sounds really dope that they're going to basically keep Brighton open, at least one chairlift, longer than the rest of the resort. I don't know how long, hopefully a month longer, at least like to Memorial Day would be sick if they could pull that off again. The snow forecast is looking good. The extended forecast for the next like couple weeks. I think weather's going to get cold again this weekend. Tomorrow might be the last warm day we have. And yeah, big snowstorm coming into the Wasatch, especially the Cottonwoods Sunday. And then I think there's another one after it later in the week. So as far as conditions go here in Utah, we still got time. Still got time to shred if you guys are in the area or visiting. And some of the smaller resorts are definitely going to start closing in April. That just always happens, unfortunately. But yeah, and still waiting to hear on the Bird make an announcement about their park because they haven't posted anything that I've seen. But they said, and I think their website even says that they're bringing back the Woodward Park for the spring. But it's pretty much spring. In fact, the first day officially of spring, I think, was yesterday. So, yeah. Anyway, aside from like this next round of storms, I'm stoked to have some spring riding again. I was actually going to try with us going out of town, and then Celica's birthday is the following weekend. And then, yeah, I've been like working really hard on this DJI and GoPro video. And anyway, I wanted to tour. Believe me, guys, I really wanted to tour in this like stretch of warm weather that we've had. I know some of you guys have been asking for more split boarding stuff. And I really thought I was going to do it tomorrow, but it's just too much. It's too time consuming. So I think we'll just do some laps at the Bird tomorrow because it's easy to get up there and then peel out of there and get back. Yeah. And then I think that's about it. As I said, if you have any questions, drop them, but we're going to probably wrap this up in the next couple minutes. We got up to 10 likes. All right. Can we get to the bubbles again? Is it going to show us the bubble? Maybe. Oh, whoa, we got fireworks, guys. You. That was pretty cool. I bet you didn't know I could shoot fireworks out of my backside. Anyway, yeah, thanks guys so much for being here. Real quick, we see, yeah, Red says have fun this weekend, brother. Safe travels. Thank you so much, dude. And thank you so much for that super chat, by the way. That was huge. All you guys with the supers. It helps a ton. Yeah, especially for getting a pass to Bogus this weekend. Again, hit me up Instagram, DM me, or send an email if you guys are trying to link up there. That'd be awesome. I'd love to see anybody, if possible, even just for like a lap or just to say hi in a lift line. That'd be super sick. Adam Rouse says, what's up, Dan? Hope your weekend meetup went well. It went really well, dude. Yeah, can't wait to do more. So stoked today. Just got my delivery of a new Mercury. Ooh, Capita Mercury, 56 wide. Nice. Definitely like the wider board. A little shorter than I'm used to, coming from a 159 wide. So hope it works out well. Cool. Yeah, you'll probably get used to it. I think just about any board, the more you ride it, you can get used to it. Very cool, dude. That sounds dope. The Rascal says, I saw your Elevator Shaft videos recently. Nice. They were dope. Great editing and storytelling. Cool. Thanks, man. Yeah, those videos now are probably like 3 years old, if not 4, I want to say. So personally, I'm like, I've done so much better editing now. But yeah, those are always a hit, it seems, especially the one that's got like 1.6 million. But glad you like that, man. That's awesome. Yeah, every once in a while, I'll peek at that too, and it takes me back in time. It's crazy to think that that much time has passed between when we shot those, but yeah, they're super fun, and just it reminds me of like my first 2 seasons working at the Bird and meeting all those homies. It was so much fun and great camaraderie. Thanks for checking those out. Adam Rouse says should be able to join more live chats now that daylight savings puts Arizona into Pacific time zone. Nice. Dude, I wish we would just get on board with Arizona. I really do, Adam. I wish we could get rid of daylight savings altogether and just be on the same schedule year round like you guys. Enjoy your Idaho trip, he says. Thanks a lot, man. I'm stoked for it. Yeah, I'm glad that you can now join in a little bit earlier. That's cool. Hama Adventures says Hama Ventures. I feel like I have a hard time saying that. Speaking of, I love your top down fits too. Sweet. Top to bottom, I guess you're saying. That's awesome. Really appreciate those a lot. Cool. We'll keep them coming, man. If you guys didn't hear, I'm dropping one of a Canis Lupus run from top to bottom from Canyons Park City. It's a natural half pipe. We mic'd up Austin top to bottom, and it's like a mile long gully half pipe run. Is pretty entertaining. So that's dropping soon, as early as Friday, probably Friday. And yeah, Anderson, what's up? He says, hit me up if you want to do a quick tour. Nice. Takes about an hour here in PC, lower angle, solo, heavy risk. Dude, I will definitely hit you up for that. Yeah, that would be super fun. Need to get back out on the split board. Absolutely. Getting there and back, it's not that bad, especially if we do like the canyon side. I was so pleasantly reminded, I already knew it, but it only took us like 35 minutes to get to canyons from like Sandy on Sunday, which is awesome. Yeah. Jason says get good shots at Bogus. Yeah, man, I'm going for it, going for the best shots possible. It's going to be just me solo, except for maybe meeting up with a couple of you guys. So if anybody's down to hold a camera for a shot or two, that'd be dope. But otherwise, it'll be kind of the old-fashioned shooting myself kind of stuff. I haven't done that in a while, but it'd be good to brush up on filming myself, doing some POV and some stick stuff, and filling in the B-roll as much as I can. But it'll be good. It'll definitely be good. I can't wait. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. It's almost 9 o'clock. I said we'd call it before 9. So yeah, I think we'll sign off. And if you guys are enjoying these live chats, even though there's not a whole ton of time left in the season, then we'll keep them going. Thank you all for being here. Hit the thumbs up on the way out. We're almost at 15 likes, so that would be sick. And yeah, thanks again, guys, for all the awesome camaraderie, and it was super fun getting to meet some of you over the weekend. Thanks again for the super chats, and can we get a couple more likes on the way out? We got 12. I know there's somebody in here who hasn't hit the like button yet. Who is it? I'm hunting for you guys. Is it the Rascals? Is it Anderson? Is it Red? Is it Jason? Is it Bjorn? Somebody hasn't hit the like button, I bet. I'm not picking on you guys, by the way. No, we don't see it climbing yet. Rascal says, not me, I had to like already. All right, we won't keep you guys too much longer. Thanks so much for tuning in. Yeah, love y'all. We'll see you in a week, or we'll see you at Bogus. All right, guys. Shadow says I hit the like button. Jason says I hit the like button. All right, fair enough. Okay, we got one more. We got 13. Oh, we can't end it on 13, can we? We should end it on a 14 or 15. but I don't know. There's only 10 more people in the chat right now, so I think that's probably it. All right, guys. Love you all. Thanks for being here. We'll see you soon. Have a great weekend. You.